They say there's a house that shows up only once a year, on Halloween night. It stands for a few hours, then disappears before sunrise. No one knows who built it or why it comes back. But last Halloween, 4 friends went inside. Only one came out, and she hasn't spoken a word since. Halloween night in the small town of Ravenshill always felt a little colder than anywhere else. Fog crawled along the empty streets, and the moon hung low, pale and heavy. 4 friends were walking home from a party: Ryan, Mia, Ethan, and Lena, who was new in town. They were laughing about bad costumes and cheap candy when Mia suddenly stopped. Down a narrow forest road, something glowed faint orange between the trees. "Is that a house?" Lena asked. Ryan squinted. "There's nothing down that road. It's just woods." Ethan's smile faded. "Not tonight. On Halloween, there is." The others turned toward him. "What do you mean?" Mia asked. Ethan's voice was quiet. "My dad told me stories. He said there's a house that only appears on this night. People used to see lights there when they were kids. Some went to find it. They never came back." Ryan laughed, half nervous. "You really believe that?" "Believe it or not," Ethan said, "it's there." The orange glow flickered again, like fire behind glass. Lena hugged her jacket. "Let's just look from the road." Ryan grinned. "Come on, one quick look. If it's fake, we'll have a story to tell." He started walking. The others followed. The road turned from gravel to dirt, then to nothing but dead leaves. The deeper they went, the quieter it got. No wind, no insects, no sound of cars behind them. When the trees opened up, they saw it. A large, old-fashioned house standing alone in a clearing. Its porch sagged, its roof dripped with moss, yet a faint orange light glowed from the windows. A wooden sign leaned beside the gate. "Enter and remember." Ryan whistled. "Creepy touch. Someone really went all in for Halloween." Mia frowned. "Who'd build this out here?" Ethan shook his head. "No one. It's never here during the day." Lena took out her phone. The screen stayed black, even though the battery had been full. "Mine's dead," she said. "So's mine," Ethan muttered. Ryan pushed the gate open. It screamed on rusty hinges. "Let's just look inside for a minute," he said. "Then we're done." The porch steps groaned under their feet. When Ryan touched the door, it creaked open by itself, slow, deliberate, like it had been waiting. Inside, the air was thick with the smell of damp wood and candle wax. Cobwebs hung like lace from the ceiling, but everything was clean, almost fresh, as if someone lived there recently. On the walls were framed photographs, families dressed in old Halloween costumes. Each face was scratched out with something sharp. Lena whispered, "Why would someone do that?" No one answered. They stepped deeper into the house. In the living room, 3 candles burned on a table set with plates of food. Pumpkin pie, apples, and candy corn that looked untouched, yet somehow fresh. Mia rubbed her arms. "This isn't right." Then came the sound, footsteps upstairs. Everyone froze. Ryan called out, "Hello?" The footsteps stopped. Silence. Then a whisper drifted from above. "You came back." The room felt colder. Lena grabbed Ryan's sleeve. "Let's go. Now." But when they turned around, the front door was gone. In its place was smooth wallpaper, as if it had never existed. Ryan's voice shook. "We just came through there." Ethan pointed to the wall photos. The faces in them had changed. Now they showed Ryan, Mia, Ethan, and Lena. Mia backed away. "That's us. That's us in those pictures." The candles flickered wildly. A loud bang echoed from upstairs. Then the whisper came again. Closer this time. don't forget why you came. They found a narrow hallway leading to a staircase that spiraled downward. At the bottom was a room lit by a single lantern and filled with mirrors of every size, tall ones, cracked ones, some covered with sheets. Ryan lifted a sheet off the largest mirror. His reflection stared back, but there was something wrong. Its smile came half a second too late. Mia whispered, "Stop it." Ryan turned away. "It's just a mirror." But Ethan shook his head. "No, it's watching us." Their reflections began to move on their own, tilting their heads, grinning wider. Then the biggest mirror rippled like water. A pale hand reached out, grabbed Ethan by the wrist, and pulled him toward the glass. He screamed, kicking, but the surface swallowed him whole. Lena shouted his name and ran to help, but the mirror was solid again. Only Ethan's reflection remained, standing behind the glass, smiling faintly. Ryan pounded on it until his fists bled. "Give him back." The reflection just stared, unmoving. Suddenly, all the mirrors cracked at once. The lights went out. When the lantern flickered back to life, Ryan, Mia, and Lena were alone. The walls were different. Wood had turned to stone. Mia whispered, "We're not in the same place anymore." They climbed back upstairs, desperate for any exit. The house twisted around them, hallways changing, doors moving, windows showing only fog. It felt alive. Lena sobbed, "Please, I just want to go home." A voice answered softly, "You are home." A door appeared ahead, glowing faint orange. Ryan grabbed the handle. This has to be the way out. They stepped through and found themselves standing in the same living room where they'd started. Only now the food on the table was rotted and black. The photos on the walls showed hundreds of people, all with scratched faces, except the last frame, which was blank. Ryan turned to Mia and Lena. "It's for us." Suddenly, something slammed into the window from outside, a shape with long fingers and hollow eyes. The glass cracked. The lights flickered. The whisper rose to a scream. "Stay with us." The creature climbed through the window, its face pale, stretched, with black teeth. Ryan shoved Mia behind him. "Run!" He swung a chair at the thing. It shattered like smoke. Another hand reached out from the wall and dragged him in. Mia screamed. Lena tried to pull her away. But the fog rushed through the house, swallowing everything in seconds. The next morning, a delivery truck driver found a girl wandering the forest road barefoot, her dress torn, her skin covered in ash. It was Mia. She didn't speak, just stared at the woods behind her. When police questioned her, she wrote 3 words on a notepad. The house moved. Search teams combed the forest. They found nothing. No building, no path, not even footprints. Only a half-buried wooden sign with 4 handprints on it. Etched across the top were the words, "Enter and remember." Ryan, Ethan, and Lena were never found. That year, on Halloween night, several people driving near Ravenshill reported seeing a faint orange light deep in the forest. Some swore they heard laughter, faint and distant, like friends calling each other's names. And when the wind died down, they heard 3 knocks, slow, hollow, coming from somewhere inside the trees. No one went to look. By morning, the light was gone.